Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna Coles, and today we're visiting with Dr. Les Anderson. He's with the University of Kentucky. He's a beef reproduction specialist there. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the mission of the Cooperative Extension Service, the land grant institution. We have campus there, and that's where all like the education and learning happens. But we also have these research farms all across the state. And then we have people like us that get all that research information out into the community.
Couple centuries ago, right? You had colleges and a few people went and got instruction, but a vast majority of the country then was involved in ag. You're talking over 95%. And so in the 1860s, our country decided we needed more research in ag, more and mechanics and so forth. And that's when they developed the land grant institutions. And then they realized, wait a minute, we still don't have hardly anybody going to college, so we need to figure out a way to educate the masses. And so that's how the three missions were developed. We started with instruction. We figured we're not getting enough research done in ag because our population was and still is growing, and we needed to feed everybody. And then finally, we needed to educate the masses. And so instruction, research, and extension all developed out of the need to educate our people.
Absolutely. And there's an event coming up that marries all three of the missions, and that's Beef Bash.
Beef Bash will be on September the 20th. Registration starts at 9. The events start at 10. It ends at 2:30. We have two different components. We have a youth component and an adult component. Dr. Van Valen at Princeton, one of our research stations, has developed 10 different educational stations for the youth that they'll flow through. We've got ag agents and other educational professionals that'll be there. We'll have representatives from the Department of Animal and Food Science there and from the college there. And our hope is to educate and inspire our youth in that section. Then we also have the adult section where we will go through and you'll have opportunities to learn about foods, cattle nutrition, cattle repro, animal technology. So we're not like row crop yet, where the tractor will drive itself. The cow won't drive herself necessarily, but there's some really cool and unique technologies available to help us with cattle, and there'll be a section on that. And so these are going to be very informal, just kind of flow through each one of these sessions, pick the sessions you want to attend. You'll get a choice of two for every hour. That we're not going to put a lot of pressure on people to hammer through, and just we want it to be more of personal.
Mhm.
So that folks can see the kind of research we're doing, folks can see how that applies to their everyday life, and get a chance to interact with our research and extension faculty.
And so there'll be a lunch in between. There is a registration, which I think might be different from years past.
So the registration is simply to pay for lunch.
Okay.
And so there's an Eventbrite, and I think if anybody's interested, they can get a hold of you or any of the area county extension agents and fill out the Eventbrite. It's $5 for kids, $15 for adults.
Is there a target age range for the youth component?
So 9 to 18, invited bunch of OAG classes. We've sent several invitations to VOAG teachers and 4-H groups, and we're working with the junior cattlemen's are highly involved with it. We've got two or three other 4-H leaders in the area trying to get a bunch of kids there, and it'll be a lot of fun. It's the first time we've done the youth part, Joanna, so we're very excited about it. I think we'll have a really big crowd, and so that'll be a lot of fun too.
And a lot of times we're talking about getting more youth involved with agriculture. So if a youth is not from a farm or maybe doesn't raise beef, they're still welcome to come and participate in the event.
Yeah, it's a great time to learn about farm animals, and a great time in particular to learn about beef cattle. We don't care what your experience is, you're going to learn something.
And we're really fortunate to have the Oran Little Research Station there in Versailles, and that's where the event will take place.
We recommend everybody to go in off US 60. We're doing some construction. We're building a brand new abattoir with a teaching component so that we can teach meat cutters. We can teach our clientele how to cut up, handle, cook processed meat.
We appreciate you watching the Farm and Home Show and have a great day.